Hello and welcome to the Killer Bits at Rezzed. I'm Rick and I'm here with Beth from Team 17 and more specifically from Flockers. Like, I sat down and had a play earlier and it's ridiculous. I love it. And hopefully that's the kind of reaction you've been getting.
It's exactly the kind of reaction we've been getting. I've not heard anything otherwise unless we say it behind my back somewhere, but otherwise it's been really good. It's been very positive. We're really kind of pleased with the reaction it's had.
Obviously people are going to draw direct lines between this and, say, Lemmings. Was that a deliberate decision, do you think? Or is it just one of those games that's evolved until it's got to this point?
Not necessarily. It's an idea we've had for a while and it's really just been fleshed out recently. It's a concept we've all kind of played in the studio and we all love it, so it's time to get out there. There's definite kind of elements from Lemmings gameplay, but there's things in there which Lemmings never did, like there's physics-based contraptions and different kind of objects that will really come into play in the later levels as well, because this is just like a selection for Rezzed, so it will obviously get a lot more in depth than that. And Team 17 have worked on a Lemmings game before as well, so.
Like I say, it was the obvious parallel, and it was going to be drawn, and I would have been a terrible microphone holder if I didn't mention it at least once. So, getting off the script and onto more sort of interesting questions, what is your favourite part of it so far?
There's a part in the third level. You've got to get this super sheep up a gap, and it sets off this ball rolling. I don't know if you played it. But when the ball comes down, the super sheep lands in it and he's running on it. It's just hilarious. It's so funny.
So there's lots of little sort of comic humour interspersed with lots and lots of gory mayhem. So, it's perfect Team 17 territory straight off the bat. I mean, the super sheep reference, it's obvious, it's well lit, but from what I played, it doesn't feel like it was shoehorned in. It feels like it was absolutely essential to level design, and it's just a nod towards previous games, which I really love. I mean, is that what people have been saying, or are you getting more of a oh, they're just trying to play off worms?
Nobody said that to us yet. A few people have picked up on there's really subtle kind of nuances in there, like subtle nods to in the background design. Like if you have another playthrough and keep your eye out, you'll see some cool stuff. But a few people have played it and been like, so where's the sheep from? And we've explained it's like, course, but I don't think some people are getting it, some people are coming to it new. So,
well, the best reference is definitely a subtle reference. So, is the game still in development? Do you have a release for it?
We're going to launch into Steam Early Access in Q2, so it'll be launching quite soon.
There's a lot of things doing early access. Don't you think it's maybe a little bit overdone? I mean, Steam is saturated with early access stuff, and although yours is something very different, it looks very polished. I mean, what is left to do?
We've worked really hard on making a really solid demo for Rezzed, and we really want to show it all off. And for us, it's our first new IP in a long time, so we really want to get involved with the community and show them what we're working on and get their feedback and see how they take the levels and what they suggest as well.
So it's a community standpoint as opposed to, we're trying to develop a little bit more cash for this one kind of front, which is something I can get behind because I'm a big PC gamer and Steam boots up on my PC every single morning, and every single day I'm looking at these things and going, you're marketing a finished game or you're marketing a game that you're never going to finish. This looks very, like I said, this looks very, very polished. Is it just rounding it out and that community feedback? I mean, the core mechanics look very solid.
Yeah, what we've done we think is solid, but obviously when it goes out into early access, we're really open to feedback on that, so we'll see what people think of it, see what kind of improvements we can make to it as well, and see what they think. And it's going to have a level editor as well, so it's going to work with the Steam Workshop, and it's going to be a nice community building exercise.
We love Steam Workshop. I love how people just completely mess with a game, and usually do completely, from your little excited nods, you're completely behind that as well. That's great. So would you say it's sort of feature complete and you are just sort of getting that community feedback, or are you looking to the community to round out the full list of features?
There's still stuff going on. We've got what we think works, so we'll see if that does work when it gets out into their hands.
Okay. Well, I think that's everything I can ask you. I've been particularly awkward today. But it's been great talking to you. It's nice to see that you're so enthusiastic about it. You obviously love your job and believe in the game. The global unveiling of Flockers. So give us one last plug.
Check out Flockers. No, it's great. Definitely. We're really excited to bring out a new IP. We're really looking forward to hearing everyone's feedback on it as well. So.
There you go, fantastic. Well, as ever, I've been Rick. If you like this video, you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/thekillerbits. We're on Twitter at thekillerbits. There is a like button right below this video. You should really click it, I'd enjoy that. If you like this video and want to see some more, click subscribe. And as ever, it's been really great talking to you guys.